everyone, how are you? I'm Jade Elysan. Thank you so much for joining me. A lot of you know me as a friend, a best friend, a wife, a daughter, and a lot of you also know me as an actress. I'm currently pursuing my dreams right now in New York City to become an actress, and this video isn't about that, but this video is more so about the things that I do on a daily basis to zen and have a zest and appreciation and find motivation in my life on a daily basis. First of all, like a little bit of a background, because people say, oh, well, Jade, it's easy for you to be energetic or be happy because you're pursuing your dream as an actress. And I think, like, really? No, because I was always like this. I was like this when I was in makeup. I was like this when I used to be a pharmaceutical rep. And that used to, like, drain my soul when I used to have to sell things to people. And get them to buy them and understand the benefit for them, and I'm like, oh, like, really? Do I even believe this? But I always found ways to be happy in life, and you know, I could have a lot of things to not be happy about. I mean, I really took a jump about several years ago when I left the sales industry to do what I'm doing right now. And just a little, like, a piece of information, like, I was making close to 6 figures a year with that industry. And I mean, the pharmaceutical industry was changing and everything was changing with healthcare, and basically across the board most pharmaceutical companies were starting to resource and do contract work with outside companies. And it was pretty much like anybody who was hired by the company was going to be laid off. And I was one of the layoffs, and I remember my husband saying at the time, well, I know what you want to do, so go do it. And I thought, well, I don't know, I mean, starting to be an actress at my age, like, you know, it doesn't matter. It's like starting to cook or starting to be a musician or starting to learn something. I mean, to say that you hit a certain point in your life where you can't pursue something because there's this conceived notion like, oh, I can't start something new because society told me, you know, after I was learning all these multiple subjects throughout high school and elementary school or whatever, and then you get to a point where you're supposed to leave to go to college and you're supposed to choose one thing to be happy with. And I'm like, one thing? Like, we're so good at so many things, you know? And so basically, like, I mean, I took a leap of faith back then. I went from making close to, I mean, really having an easy life, and things were going well for me, but I was not happy. I wasn't fulfilled being a pharmaceutical rep, and there was just something that was so strongly missing, and it's because I lost the creative aspect to who I was. And I ended up taking a leap to become an actress, but I learned, I tried to figure out ways to get into the industry that I'm in right now, and I'm so thankful to be a part of. And I said that video is not about this. It's about really just finding what you're passionate about, like how to be more passionate about life. You know, you even might get together with old friends and be like, oh, so what's new? You know, same old. Like, seriously? Same old? Like, I haven't seen you in like 5 months. Are you kidding? Like, your child went from like a size 2 to 5, and that's crazy. But like, life goes by too fast to not be honest to yourself, to not give yourself something to look forward to. So basically, I mean, I think 3 simple things to find more passion in your life is, first of all, be good to yourself. You have to give yourself more time, you know, in the start of your day and at the end of your day. Every morning I wake up, I meditate. I give myself 15 minutes. People say, oh, you know, Jade, that's so wonky, like, it's a very Buddhist thing to do. Like, seriously? All religions across the board meditate. You know, it's quieting your mind. It's literally focusing on your breathing in and out. When thoughts come, you release them by just breathing, by counting to 3, by doing something. There's so many great resources to meditate. I meditate to videos online. I go to YouTube. There's this one channel I listen to. I think I like listening to them because they're British. They're called The Honest Guys. And I love like even a 5-minute meditation with them is so helpful to set my tone for the day. You know, so give yourself more time. At the end of the day, give yourself more time. Are you stuck on your phone looking like, oh, I gotta go on Facebook, or I gotta go on Twitter, or I gotta go on Instagram and like something? I mean, studies have shown that the reason there's like this social media addiction is because it literally releases dopamine receptors. It opens up dopamine receptors in your mind. And a chemical is released. And it's like that excitement, like what's new, what's new? And you don't need that to feel good. You could find things on your own to feel good, like time for yourself. You know, the time that you set aside at night, a half an hour, that shouldn't be a lot. Whether you have kids, whether you have a job that you work late, or you're a bartender, it doesn't matter what industry you're in, you should at least, even if you gave yourself an hour at the end of the night, that means turning off your cell phone, turning off your TV, finding a nice book of inspiration, and telling yourself that this is my time and this is what I'm going to do to reconnect. There's so many great spiritual books that you could read. There's so many great books, period. And, you know, I'm not talking about like 50 Shades of Grey, and I'm not knocking that because I haven't read that, but like, not books that like excite you in a way that like, but like books that could help you improve yourself. And then read the book for entertainment, like 50 Shades of Grey. And that's number one. So give yourself more time in the beginning of the day and the end of your day, and set your tone. Number two, to have more passion for life. God, you gotta set an intention that, you know, today I'm gonna look for things to be happy about. I'm gonna breathe the fresh air outside today. You know, and I know I have a lot of friends in New York City that are like, really, Jade, I'm gonna breathe the smog? Like, yes, you should be happy that you're in one of the best cities in the world right now, like, to live in. And there's so many great cities around the world, and anybody living in a city is so lucky because there's so much life and thrill that goes on. But like, most of you are just, I'm gonna look at, you know, my Facebook, I'm gonna look at my Twitter, I'm gonna look at it. No, stop. Just take a moment and like look around. Intend to find things to be happy about. Intend to, you know, look outside your window and notice the change of fall leaves. Notice the sun today. Look up. You ever look up? The sky is blue. Did you forget that? Intend something, you know, to be more passionate about in terms of like, what is your passion? Figure out what that is, you know? And that leads like into number three, like, write your passion down. Remember writing? We type everything into like our computers or text messages or the notes on our smartphones. Write. Get a book. I have a journal. I keep a journal every day. I write things I'm thankful for. And you could choose to do it in the morning. You could choose to do it, you know, in that half an hour or hour to yourself at the end of the night. But like, write. That activates a part of our brain that helps us feel like empowered. You know, that's something that we can control is our thoughts. Sometimes it doesn't feel like we could control our thoughts because they're all over the place. You know, there's so much stimulus that's going on, but it's like, no, just what am I thankful for today? I am thankful that nice guy at the coffee shop opened the door for me. Like, that was really nice of him. He wasn't in such a rush that he slammed it on my face. Or, you know, I'm really thankful that my boss was in a good mood today. I mean, simple things like that. Or I'm really thankful if, you know, your boss wasn't in a good mood. I'm really thankful that I have a great family to go home to. Like, aside from this job I might not be happy in right now. You know, write the things you're thankful for and what your passion for something new. You know, this weekend, what are you passionate about? Write 5 things that you're passionate about or that excite you. What excites you? Do you like going to the movies? Do you love taking a great hike? Do you love cooking a good meal? Do you love going on vacation? I mean, yeah, it would be great to go on vacation every few years. I mean, I haven't gone on vacation in years since I left the industry that I was in to pursue what I'm doing right now. And in my hopes to, you know, get something that's exciting with my acting career. But in the meantime, I'm gonna do things that make me happy, like sharing with you things that like invigorate me on a daily basis. Because I tell you, following my dreams, it is a passion of mine. Like, it's like if you're a cook and you love to cook. Like, I couldn't stop acting. Like, you couldn't stop cooking. You couldn't stop painting, right? Like, it's just something you want to do. Find that thing that you can look forward to do on the weekends and do that. Do that for yourself. You know, I went, this last little tidbit of a story, like just even a couple weeks ago, I was like, I really want to do something exciting with my husband. Like, you know, we saved most of our money. We haven't been on a trip in forever. And I'm like, what can I do to have fun that's not expensive? And I go on Groupon. I will be honest with you, I love Groupon. I think it's fantastic. I'm not trying to sell anything for them right now, but what I will tell you is that I found something under the fun and activity section. And literally, if you want fun and activities, just go there and see what they're offering. And we did a double zip lining adventure in Pennsylvania, and it was so much fun. That was probably the most fun I had this year. Actually, one more time I had fun this year was with my brother, my sister-in-law, and my 2 nephews, and my husband. We all went white water rafting on the Delaware. It wasn't really white water, it was like still water because it hadn't rained in a long time. It was like, are we moving? We're like in one spot. But anyway, I hope that these things that I'm sharing with you could motivate you to find more of that passion in your life. Give yourself more time. Give yourself more time. Unplug, you know? Meditate. Find things to appreciate every day. Write a journal. Write things that excite you about life. Write things that you're thankful for, because I tell you, like, life is short. I lost a best friend a year ago to cancer. She was barely in her mid-30s, and that was devastating, and that was a really hard time for me to come out of, and to say that, you know, like, life is hard and this and that and there's not too much to be happy about, like, yes, there is a lot to be happy about, and we're gonna go through ups and downs, but dude, count your ups. Count your ups way more than you count your downs, because I'll tell you, I would much rather find things to be optimistic about, positive about on a daily basis than count the things that aren't going right. And I've fallen victim to that many times, but you know, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it to your soul. It's not worth it to your energy, to your core. Like, be worth it. Give yourself passion. You deserve it. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, my plan is to give you more of these videos. As much as I feel inspiration, I want to share it with you. So whatever that frequent basis may be, I'm going to do my best to give you a new tip as often as I can. So either subscribe here on YouTube or share this video on Facebook, even when you do make time to be on social media. And that's another video I'm going to share with you, like how to unplug but still be connected. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy a great rest of your week, a wonderful weekend, whatever day it is that you see this. Have a wonderful month. And I'm Jade Elysan. Thank you so much for watching. Stay motivated, stay inspired, stay passionate. Take care.